a large range of operations. The turf people, you're not going to see rotators out there in the turf environment yet. I'm sure there's companies working on the system of creating pop-up rotators and regular turf rotators so they can get away from the gear drive and make it more simplistic. You know, this is a pretty simplistic drive, just simply using a silicone brake.
Why wouldn't you see it in the turf system?
They haven't made them yet. Nobody's come up with a device that is used that way. But I'm sure there's people working on it, and someday we're going to probably see all varieties of rotators in turf as well. Now, from rotators, we go to spinners. Now we're going to drop some pressure again. Spinners work fine in that 15 to 50 psi range, but you don't need that much. You know, they'll operate, but they'd rather run at around 25. So again, usually the middle of the range is about where it dials in. We're getting into lower flows. We can get down to that 10 to 25 GPH range again, but these guys won't throw as far. That's one reason why the rotator was developed for orchard, was to get more distance than the spinner could provide, because a spinner was a popular choice in orchard, but its range becomes limited, and you're looking at a 15 to maybe 25-foot throw on a spinner, somewhere in that ballpark.
Now, is that gallons per minute or hour?
These are gallons per hour. Yeah, leave this one stand alone here. Good question. We're back into gallons per hour, which is excellent because we got low flows. See, we're trying to keep that flow rate down. We're going to run them. Now we're into what people call microsystems. And you'll hear people talk about microsystems. Well, spinners are the beginning of the microsystem. One thing you can do is simply take the silicone out of the rotator and you've made a spinner out of it. Now on pivots, that is an exception that they do. Yes, Chad?
Why would someone go to a spinner over a rotator?
The question was, why would you go to a spinner over a rotator? Actually, the rotator was designed to replace the spinner. And you probably won't find many true spinners in the orchard industry at this point. In this part of in the Pacific Northwest, you're going to find the rotator is going to be the sprinkler of choice. Now, there are some reasons for spinners.
If you were in an area where there was a wide temperature range, wouldn't that be a factor where it would affect the silicone?
Not really. No, the temperature isn't going to have that much of an effect on a rotator. The effect that a spinner has the ability to only throw droplets a certain distance, but you can get them you can buy spinners that are very inexpensive. And let's start off with a real inexpensive one.